making your comment. Now, Sampath, the last question. Hope Michael wait for 2-3 minutes. Yes,
Thank you, Sushanta Vishwas. Sushanta Vishwas, once again invite me. I have interesting question. Already clear Michael sir in morning, but I want to more clarification about this question. My question is, what is definition of global leader, or what is a criteria of global leader? Over to Michael sir. Thank you.
Sampath is just as mentioned in the last comfort webinar. He has just gave some clue that has not yet elaborately clear. So we should not be worried about the global leader. If we work as per the expectation of the company, and if company gains benefit through us, definitely the company will make us global leader. Michael, please.
So again, I think I'd mentioned about the global leader earlier, but to make it clear, okay, there's no one, not myself, not anyone, there's no one in Onpassive at this moment that is considered a global leader. Okay, it doesn't mean that there aren't some who are qualified, but it has not been made public as yet. Okay, it doesn't mean that. Okay, but there's no one that has that title or that hat to wear right now. Okay, so if someone says, "Oh, I'm global leader," just ignore that. Okay, there's no such thing at this time. Okay, but we do know that there will be global leaders. Under the old way, okay, it was based upon you having 1,000 directs, okay, and a total team of at least 10,000. Okay, that was the old way. That has been changed for some time now, right? And that, again, as we get closer to, opening to the public, right? Things have been changed, adjusted, tweaked, etc. Okay, to something that is more meaningful. Okay, so we don't want it just to be just a number thing. Okay, because we can see people can put up numbers. Okay, and sometimes it's not done in an ethical way. Sometimes it's just not done the right way, etc. Okay, so if you go as Sushanta said in the recap from the last webinar, there were some little notes that's there, but it's still not 100% clear. Okay, what we do know is that you just have to build your business. You just have to do the right things at all times, speak the truth, always be ethical, all of that stuff, have integrity. Okay, and if you're deemed worthy to be a global leader, then that will be rewarded to you. Okay, because it's a reward. Okay, it's a blessing for someone to be a global leader. There's only going to be 1,000 of them around the world. Each country will be limited. Okay, so it's not like you're going to have 1,000 out of India. You're not going to have 500 out of Bangladesh. Okay, it's not going to be like that. It will be limited, and there will be at least one in every country. Okay, at least one in every country. But of course, some countries like India, like the United States, they're going to have more than one. Okay, so all we have to do, like I said, is just do the right things at all times. And if this is bestowed upon us, then that's fantastic. If it isn't, it's not the end of the world, right? You're still going to thrive. You're still going to win, right? Success is still yours. So let's not be concerned about that, okay? Because if we're focused on some title, if we're focused on being number one, if we're focused on being in top 10, if we're, then we start to do the wrong things to get there. It's just human nature, okay? It's just human nature. But if these things come, if awards come, if praise come, then those are gravy, right? We don't do what we do for praises. We're not here because, people think, good job, Pat. No, we do what we do because that's just us, okay? We are who we are, you understand? And so if you care about people, it's only natural that you're gonna reach out and try to help as many as you can. It's just natural, okay? Because that's who you are. If you're not someone who cares about others, you're not gonna tell anyone about Onpassive. No one, like not even your spouse, you know what I mean? Like no one, you're just gonna keep it to yourself as a secret. But when you understand what Onpassive is, you can't help but share it if you actually care for others. Because guess what? If you don't share it, you're still going to win, right? Success is still going to be yours. So you don't have to. It's not mandatory, right? It's not a need, okay? But I believe if you care about people and you see something that is good, why wouldn't you want someone to benefit just like you, right? I know it's a good thing to have multiple accounts. So why would I tell people, oh, no, don't get multiple accounts? Like, why would I tell them that when I know it's a good thing, right? But I certainly will make sure to tell them, don't get what you can't afford, right? Don't overstretch yourself. Don't put no burden upon yourself. Don't do any of that, okay? But if you have the ability, by all means, because I've done it for myself, right? So if it's good enough for me, then why isn't it good enough for you? If it's good enough for me to be an Onpassive, then why isn't it good enough for you to be an Onpassive, right? So this is why I share. So you're sharing out of love. You're sharing because you care for others. You're sharing because you want to see others succeed, not just yourself. It's not just about you, okay? And so if you have that attitude and you continue to do what you do in the regular course of your life, it's a given. It's inevitable that you will be rewarded. It's a given that people will thank you. It's a given that people will reach out and praise you and all this fancy stuff. It's a given, but you're not doing it for that. So in other words, if it doesn't come, if no one tells you thank you, if no one says good job, you're still gonna do what you're doing. You understand? Because that's the right thing to do. It's not about the accolades that come. It's none of that stuff. You just do what you do. And if by chance somebody thank you, okay, they thank you. You appreciate it, right? I'm not saying you're not appreciative of it. You do, but you're not looking for it, right? You're not looking for it. And so that's what we want Onpassive to be about. Not the old way of doing things. Not the me, I'm the big leader. Everybody must thank me. Everybody must bow down to me. None of that stuff. Okay, none of that. Okay, in Onpassive, it's a level playing field, right? And we help each other because it's the thing to do. Okay, not because we have to, but it's the thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Why not always try to do the right thing? Okay, why not always try to be truthful in what you say to people, right? So, that's, we practice what we preach basically, right? Is what it comes down to, all right? Before I go, I will take, Trishanta, I will take